This is UFO Spotters, featuring Max, Owen, Singer, and Jakey.
This is Mowgli. It's not ridiculous.
All right, episode 4. We have a special guest, one that's in the Grape Army himself, Zarin Province, but we call him Mowgli. And so, Mowgli, right? Here, first question.
Very wise man.
First question, Mowgli? Why do we call you Mowgli?
Well, you see, it's a long story that isn't that long, but I like to tickle the discs, as they might call it. You see, like, a lot of times, like, I throw them in the water because, like, look, I suck. But, like, I have to go get them because, like, I don't have money to just keep buying them again. And so I, like, strip down to, like, nothing but, like, my underwear, and I have, like, super long hair, like, and so I look like Mowgli, just, like, white, yeah. And so, I don't know.
What would, if it were your birthday today?
All right. So, there is this. So, like, you know, I use, like, Jeff Jones is my Instagram handle. And there's this old Korean guy who DM'd me and was asking if I wanted to buy an authentic katana. All right? Now, here's the thing. He said that they're really special because, and, like, Singer mentioned it, the way it just, like, inserts into the sheath, like, dude, wow. that sucker, that's the trademark. And it's just got, like, a nice little ching. And, like, recently I've been watching a lot of anime, so, like, I've just been thinking about, like, swords recently.
Okay. Nice. Good grip.
All right, Mowgli. You can go anywhere in the world. You can take one person with you, dead or alive. Where are you going? Who you bringing? And tell us why.
Ooh.
Tough question, I know. There's a lot of options.
Okay, I would want to go to, probably have to go to Nokia, Finland. There's, dude,
like Drake.
Dang!
Nokia.
Yeah. But there's some really pretty disc golf courses there. But, like, it's not just that. Like, it's like forests, and it's just surrounded by, like, these mountains, and it's like just the perfect weather there all the time. And dude, the grass is so green, and there's, like, birch trees everywhere. Like, it's like birch forest. I love, like, birch trees.
That's actually dope.
I know. And then
is the grass greener on the other side?
yeah, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
That's what Hodge used to always say. Hey, Owen, sometimes the grass isn't always greener.
Who you taking?
Who am I taking, dude?
Dennis.
No.
What?
I think I'd have to take Henny Pizza Man himself.
Okay, how about someone that's dead?
Our guest speaks! Sorry.
What's going on, man?
Here's the plan, okay? So the problem is there are a lot of people in history, like, a long time ago, that I feel like, oh, like, they'd be pretty cool, but, like, I'm not very interesting, so I feel like I would just, like, be asking them stuff, and then, like, they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
You feel like that,
like, maybe
it wouldn't be reciprocated back.
yeah,
No.
and like for me, I don't want to interview someone.
That's fair.
I want it to be like a whole relationship.
Sponsored.
But
I get that.
I do think, I think if I could ask someone, I think it would either be, probably, like, Napoleon, or
Dynamite?
nah, the little short dude, or
Tina.
or like.
So in college football,
Cool. What's your take?
who's winning?
Okay.
Who's winning
You know
it
what?
all?
Here's what I think. All right, people who say that college football is legitimately better than the NFL, I think that they just are sad because their NFL team sucks and is owned by Jerry Jones, and they can't be.
And not everyone. I think
What
not
a
everyone. Not
stray.
everyone.
I'm just saying. I think if you think college,
Hey, Singer, get in frame.
Get frame, man. Alright.
It's nothing.
College
Okay.
football. If you give me like 5 teams that have always been at the top: Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State,
Nebraska, Miami, Notre Dame.
right?
West Virginia.
I don't know what that is.
90s.
Okay. All right. So right now, you take those couple teams. You go back like 20 years. They might be like a couple places down, but they're still in the mix because they have the money that can. Because it's really just like a money game. Now, don't get me wrong. In the NFL, that is a thing. But right now, the Broncos, the Patriots, the Bears, and the Seahawks are like the top dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, as of week 16 or whatever week we're in. You go back 5 years, Broncos are nobody. They're a poverty franchise. Bears are a poverty franchise in every year except 25. The Patriots are in shambles because, Tom Brady just left. And the Seahawks are, trying to figure out how to keep or let go Pete Carroll. But you see these power changes. And so, but throughout, the entirety of the NFL, because it's changing who's winning, it's better football than just college football. I'm an Arkansas fan. Mm-hmm. College football's never gonna be I'm never gonna have a season where I'm this year, man, we could go to the ship.
Yeah.
No, you're right. We just suck. Mm-hmm. We're just terrible.
I agree.
And so I just think
better.
because of how the NFL is set up with the draft, unless you have a terrible manager,
Jerry Jones.
then you eventually will get enough draft picks that you can at least make it to the playoffs at some point. That will never happen in college. Like UCA, right? They're now in
D1.
They're now in D1, but what's the other division now that they're in? FCS?
Yeah, it's just a smaller Division 1, FCS D1.
And is there a chance that they can move to the bigger one?
Yeah, they could.
If they did that, they're never they will never ever have a chance. Just because
it's like Arkansas State.
Yes,
they're
yes.
small, a smaller
Yeah.
FBS. Even if they went undefeated, they probably wouldn't.
No.
Their whole goal is just to make a bowl game. You just gotta get 6 wins.
Yeah. Which I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty because Arkansas sucks. And
Well, and the college football playoff is just
It's so
disgusting.
weird.
The way it's set
Yeah.
up. Which John Gruden just made a video about how he would do it, and it's actually so valid. But yes, it proves that money doesn't matter because Jerry Jones is a freaking billionaire,
Mhm.
and the Cowboys are 8-8 every year.
one of the richest teams though in the NFL.
Which
Denver Broncos.
Denver's actually the richest.
Denver is?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Walmart family owns them.
Oh yeah, that's never.
But it really doesn't matter.
we're just cheaters. Let's be honest.
Dang!
Never heard that one. Bob Menry. All right, so
Anthony Barella or Gannon Burr?
Okay. All right. This basically is the age-old question of Michael Jordan versus LeBron. All right.
The two
what
goats.
about Macbeth?
Well, but it's different because they're in the
Yeah,
same
it's
era. So
Dylan Rival.
it's more like
LeBron and Curry.
Let him talk, man.
Let the dude talk.
I'm trying to help
no,
him.
no,
His-
no,
this is
no, no,
our
no,
guess.
no. He's
No, I just
he's
helped
right
him.
though. He's right. if you give LeBron Curry's shooting ability, LeBron is 40 times a better player than Curry because LeBron has a higher ceiling. Whenever it comes to those two, because Gannon Burr has the things that he has, and he only has a certain amount of things, but those things are really, really good, he sticks to those things, but he doesn't have the athleticism like an Anthony Barella has, where an Anthony Barella has a higher ceiling, but because he has a higher ceiling and has more skills that he's better at, he now is playing it in 3D. So when he's at his best, he's gonna win every single time. But that means that he has more options to cut down on. It's like running trying to play defense against the wing T. If you're a quarterback for the wing T, you have one hand off here, another hand off here, and you turn around and you chuck that thing 40 yards downfield.
Yeah.
Eventually one of them's gonna hit. But if you're running the spread and you get up there and you step back in the pocket and suddenly you get stage fright, or you just miss a couple reads, you're hosed. But the spread has more force and potential for good. So it's kind of the same thing.
Is
I get
Bigfoot
that.
real?
Okay, so
Okay.
Nah.
Bigfoot, is he real? The age-old question.
Okay, so Bigfoot being real as we know it, I don't know. But is okay, so like we've all seen that poor dude who literally like grows hair on like literally every surface of his body, right?
Rosemary oil.
Too much rosemary oil, derma robe, his face too much, right? All I'm saying is,
Walk in.
like, I mean, it's possible. And there's like Canada's a big place, man.
Yeah.
Canada's a big place.
Well, they could be in like Oregon and I've seen like
Yeah.
like the redwoods.
In the bird.
Montana.
Yeah, they're in the bird.
Yeah. No, there was actual one. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Do I think Bigfoot's real? No. Do I think skinwalkers could be real? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's more like a demon type thing.
But also though, it's just like I don't know. When the game changes when you add the S. Bigfoot, skinwalkers.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking about a whole population. You take out one Bigfoot,
See, I thought
according
you
to
were
the
talking
lore.
about a kin walker. I didn't know what that was.
Oh, but I mean, it changes, right? Because if you're looking at a species,
Mm-hmm.
right? You take out one, those things are gonna keep living. But Bigfoot, like, what's it gonna breed with?
Another one.
So is there big feet?
There's Bigfoots.
There's Bigfoots.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's news.
Mm-hmm. Like the Boggy Creek monster.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
The Boggy Creek thing was like it was like a South Arkansas.
Yeah, it
like,
was in Arkansas. I've seen that movie about it.
Arkadelphia maybe, or
It was somewhere in Arkansas.
Albert,
Yeah.
I don't know where it was.
down in Alma.
Hark, yeah.
It was like Boggy something.
Yeah, it was Boggy Creek, I think, or Boggy Swamp.
How many years ago?
Back in the 70s, I think.
Yeah, they made a
There was a
movie
lot
out
of
of
weird
it.
stuff in the 70s, bro.
Yeah.
But also though, like 70s, bro. People be okay. Hear me out.
It's a cocaine.
Can I talk about like drugs and like furries on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hark, yeah.
So
Two hark, yes.
summer of '69, right? A lot of drugs,
Mhm.
right? That's like when Woodstock was a thing, like all that big old stuff, like people tripping on LSD.
Yeah.
So like, hear me out. You get yourself a lot of money, a lot of time, because the internet still isn't a thing, but you're on drugs. You're going into psychosis. You know, you just happen to hunt. You got some furs laying around. Maybe you're into that, you know, furry creature type of stuff.
Hodges.
Got yourself
Really?
a little suit. Put that sucker on. You know, you take your acid and you just go in the woods and go trip for a little bit. Let's say maybe you also happen to be like 6'5".
Yowzers.
Maybe all these big feet are just furries tripping out on acid.
Okay, but I
Yeah, that's not ridiculous.
no, but I
Ridiculous.
I can get like people. No,
Get
listen,
behind?
listen. I can understand where people would be like, wanting to like think Bigfoot's real. So anything they see, it's a little bit weird. That's why
Yeah.
Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like.
And then like back in the old not like late '60s, like '70s, like that could easily be like some tripping stuff. But,
Yeah.
Like, I get a lot of people saying like it's a prank. Like people are just dressing up and walking around, but like that's gotta be the longest going prank ever.
That is true, man.
Like
That's
from
fair.
like the,
It's
the
kinda
60s
like the whole,
to
like-
now.
No, that's definitely true. Whether it's like Bigfoot or some creature we just haven't been able to find. 'Cause maybe they're really good at like being defensive and hiding or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it could be.
I mean,
Well-
it can't be nothing because even like Yeti, like anything, like there's got to be like some sort of creatures out there that are just really good at hiding, or there's a very few population.
Yeah. Oh.
Gotta be.
What's that called?
Nick Fuentes.
Agartha?
Never heard of it.
Y'all ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's like Agartha,
Mhm.
right? And
think
if
I
there were
have.
to be Bigfoots, I think maybe this is where descendants is from. You go to Antarctica, not the ice wall, but eventually you hit a spot, big old little gaping cavern. It's kind of like the hollow earth theory that like inside the earth there's like a whole nother like little thing. I mean, like you think about it, right? Government, education, maybe the people that own the textbook publishing companies. I'll just let you guess who that is. Maybe not.
Yeah. Shots fired.
Not at me, hopefully. But
Dang.
you know, I remember hearing like, we think we know like what the Earth actually looks like all the way through, but like we're also told we can't like dig there because
Nothing, bro.
it's what like we get told like it's too hot.
Yeah.
No.
But like,
It proves the Earth is flat.
No till the day of judgment.
but maybe they do know what's down there.
True.
Like maybe there's a whole other civilization living down there. A bunch of Bigfoots.
Hey, do you think there's any secret bunkers in the world? Dealt with like people that are high on the totem pole.
Bro, that's like,
Elites.
that's like the thing with Hawaii. Remember the whole thing about the like Hawaii was on fire? Remember? But people were saying it was just like a fake thing, so everybody would like leave. So Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, whoever it was, could like build this bunker there.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that's a little far fetched, but there's definitely gotta be.
Was the moon landing real?
All right. Well,
Just go off the next point.
I had some good arguments to make about that.
That was a Kansas City Super Bowl.
That take.
Dang.
I thought that was a tortilla. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just wondering.
That flag wasn't waving. What's your diagnosis?
I would like to believe in my heart that the moon landing was real.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
Unraveling the paper.
Unfortunately, the narrative and the idea that we faked a lot of stuff in order to get, Russia to try to do the same thing and become bankrupt. Fighting this, basically who has, the bigger weapon or rocket.
Very egotistic war.
Yeah. And just, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that could maybe say it was true, but also, I don't know.
What makes you like kind of stray away from it not happening? Other than yes, space race, yes, there's 1969. They tried to do it before 70. Yes. But like, what evidence is like that? Just doesn't add up.
Well, okay. So here's also like what I do know of why I think like this because you'll hear people say like, well, like, why didn't we go back? Well, like here's the thing. Why would you go back if there's no point of you even going in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
there's no amount of research that we can do with sending humans that we couldn't do with robots. Also, let's also like think about this, right? Whenever the government needs to pass a bill, like really, really fast, is literally like 3 months. No one's life being on the line, and like not that much money. Now let's say it was like, 6 or 7 people's lives on the line who are like who the country's believing in, and like trillions of dollars also on the line.
No, actually,
and like people are skeptical.
it's actually so expensive.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's so expensive.
like if there's no, I don't know. There's just like
assassinated.
But also, I mean, I low-key, here's also what I do know, because people will be like, oh, like, we're so much more advanced now than like we were then, which is definitely true, but also like let's just think, like, I'm at the point, like, in my education where I can calculate with given like your mass and like a couple other things, like 44, how much like how many calories you burn like doing a little bit of thing with nothing but pen and paper. Like I don't even have to have my calculator or like a basic calculator to do this. So like you think about this, if they have like a TI-84 then,
Dang! Wowzers!
like that.
Goodness gracious!
I mean, like at the end of the day, all you're doing is calculating a massive thing, and the larger it is, the more range, like the more margin of the error.
Correct, sir.
And so like, I don't know. Hypothetically, I'm just saying. I feel like it's not that hard to throw a bunch of monkeys out into space.
No,
they sent monkeys out there, and it's not that hard to pack a bunch of monkeys in a little tin can and chuck them as hard as you can at a moving rock up in space, and then like you literally have to get between like 100-mile window like that's
we're talking about the moon now.
pretty big. But also you got to remember once you hit that window, that orbit, like you try to take that one range and then you're good. Now, how to actually get down and get back up, I don't know.
It makes complete sense why they would have
58. Like
it does. But also the thing is like the very reason why they would have faked it is also what it would be like the biggest reason of why they would have faked it and why it would have been real.
Exactly. So have you seen the videos of, I think it's Buzz Aldridge, where like, just put your hand on the Bible and swear that you went to the moon. It's like, no, it's probably a fake Bible. No. And then they actually asked him another time. People are like, well, he was senile. He's like, we didn't go on the moon.
Yeah, he sucker punched some guy.
Yeah, he sucker punched someone. And Neil Armstrong was weird about it too. Like they all just seem so, even like regardless of the answer, them giving an answer or not, there seems like to be an uneasiness. It's an unbiased opinion.
Okay, but
it is odd. Why can't it just be like, yeah, we went to the moon? Like,
okay, because here's the thing. If I asked you, amigo, are you related to Andrew Miller? All the time, and then I started to doubt that you were actually related and said like, no, you're a fake. No, you're a fake. No, you're a fake. You would definitely hit a point.
Why?
To a degree where you kind of just like started to tweak, and where you just get so sick of it that and imagine too, what if it was your entire life's goal, right? You risked everything on the line, and then you still won't believe it. You know
but I'll counter. That's something that's believable though. Like you can see he's my brother. Like everyone knows he's my brother.
But what if it's something like that?
Like how can you compare something that severe to landing on the moon? That's like something that's like tough to believe.
But what if I don't? What if I don't think y'all are actually siblings? Like what if I think that you're actually adopted?
DNA test.
We have camera footage of going on the moon. I just say you lied. You just made up that DNA.
Then
test.
how are the photographers and filmers already on the moon as they were landing?
That's true. Why was the flag waving? Yeah, like that.
There's no wind in space.
There's no oxygen on
No
space.
oxygen.
They couldn't breathe.
There's no sound. They couldn't listen.
But
to
just because there's no
True.
oxygen.
How are they calling the president?
But
yeah, and I can't even get a phone call to my mom sometimes. Give me that phone call.
No, actually, like in all honesty, like it actually makes sense to me in both ways.
Well,
I can see why they fake it. And I can see it actually happening, and they just got really cindy. not like that. It's like full.
I don't know that there is footage like from outside the spacecraft of the spacecraft landing.
I've never seen it.
I don't think there is. Is that what you're saying?
What did I say?
But also,
they had they were filming them stepping off of the probe like first before like they'd landed, but they were filming like them all like walk off the probe first.
or was it all of them?
I don't know. I don't even know who's filming.
'Cause-
They were on the moon first.
I'm
who's filming.
I'm just thinking there's a hypothetical where they just keep a rover up there that they had made on a mission previously, or just kept something to where.
But they could have. It'd have to be fact checked.
That's what I'm saying. But
Why was the flag moving?
well, just because there's no oxygen in space doesn't mean that there's no air in space. Like all air is just gases that are at a point in their state of matter that aren't liquid or solid. Like there's hydrogen floating around in there. But it also wasn't like the other thing too is you got to think the way that it works because there's that rod keeping it up.
A rod.
If that rod has any sort of ball bearings or anything like that, because the gravity is so low, because So because gravity works as a wave, and so do forces, you don't just have like this and then it just stops. It would want to oscillate. It would want to go back and forth, smaller and smaller and smaller until eventually it hit the point of like where it actually stopped. So if you're taking the flag and you put it in there, and there's any sort of like whatever, it could be from that, but also there is wind.
There is?
A lot of times there are winds. Now I don't know if the moon has an atmosphere enough for there to be wind, but I know like there are winds on like Jupiter, and there's no like that's all
It
gas.
was momentum from being moved.
Right.
Plus no air resistance to slow it down.
There we go.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Because I was gonna
So
say
it's
like
real?
Yeah, it's real. They went.
well, but also I mean, are they getting silly?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it like a sub-T function up on the moon?
Clay Matthews?
Wait, who went to the moon? Neil Armstrong, or was that the guy who did the?
I think Lance Armstrong went to the moon.
Yeah, that's
Lance Armstrong.
the triathlete
Lance Armstrong.
or the biker.
Lance Armstrong is the biker.
You're not even frame, bro. Get it framed now. There you go.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all think?
I think it's fake.
I mean, I don't really know if it was real or fake, but like, if it actually happened, it was kind of a miracle. Like they were safe and got back. I mean, if you just think about like the technology then, and then kind of compare it to now, like obviously, like,
making it.
yeah, like you don't. It's not like they.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fake because they haven't gone back. But a lot of it is
That's
weird
what
'cause it's like
charger, I'm like,
I don't even think they can go
You know
back.
your stuff?
But I wonder if they
False.
lost like certain technology or I don't know.
you have a phone charger anymore?
Yeah.
Like for the night?
Yeah.
Low-key?
Yeah.
I'll stay the night then.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Alright, let's move. Let me think.
So we don't know.
Yeah,
It could have or could not.
there's too much.
I wouldn't be surprised either way. Actually, I'm not like set on.
Wait. Okay, so you think? Well, but hear me out.
I can see both ways.
All right.
It's just hard to comprehend. kind of.
Let's remember this, right? Do you think that we can make like back in like literally the 50s, maybe the 60s,
6, 7.
which I guess that's about the same time. We were making these aqua these scuba diving suits,
Yes.
but like with the full tanks, right?
Mhm.
The water pressure is probably like almost 500,000 times fold what you would have in space.
No, yes.
Like in space,
Yes.
it's really not that complicated. Like
you can't get to the bottom.
yeah, but in space there's no pressure, so a lot of this stuff doesn't want to come in. A lot of times the only thing that wants to, it's just keeping stuff in rather than keeping stuff out. Because
it's really just the distance.
it's the
distance.
yeah. I mean, keeping them alive outside of any sort of protection. I mean, you got to regulate temperature. That's a big one, and then you basically just treat it like any sort of other breathing thing, where you just have to have some sort of mix of gases that we can actually breathe, like on a tank. But I do see what you're saying about the distance.
That's not because I do think it's incredible that they can even do that to where like they can go in space. And it's just it's hard to comprehend the distance in space. All right, well he's got to go.
So you're
Like how like the moon's like the closest thing, and it's still like almost an incomprehensible.
It's actually yeah.
It's crazy. But
What are some other like big conspiracies?
big conspiracy.
Like we can talk about it on YouTube.
Nah.
Alright. Go ahead and talk about conspiracy. It can be anything.
Do you think sports are ever rigged? Yeah, I know a lot of times you joke is, Chiefs are going to be screwed. But think about it, like, a lot of times, I mean, it is kind of suspicious, like, officiating in terms of that. Like, do you think refs ever, like, make certain calls because they want a certain team to win? More viewership, more money, like, do you think sports are rigged? To a degree, like, you know what I'm saying? Not completely, but to a degree.
Draymond Green. If any other player in the NBA acted like how he did when the Warriors went on their run, he would be fined and basically blacklisted from the NBA.
He'd be
Safe
in
to
jail.
say?
He'd be in jail.
Yeah, he acted like an idiot.
Yeah.
He would.
They're a couple.
Yeah. I mean, I
No,
really,
back in the 80s, they used to get fish fights every game and kill each other.
yeah, but then at this,
It's like the 80s, that's 2016.
don't get started.
Don't even get us started.
2015, 2014.
But all I'm saying is, you know, I just think that really successful superstar teams just kind of get away with a little more. And I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think it's just it's maybe it might not be like refs are getting paid, for instance, but what it might just be is just the way that like narratives are a really, really powerful thing.
Yes.
And you know, I mean, you just think about it. I mean, we see it with like PE teachers favoring like, you know, like girls in dodgeball.
Yeah.
They get sniped in the face, and then like they get like the whole team back in as like, and then
Can't win.
yeah, you just can't win. And so you almost kind of see the reverse, where like, you know, you see a team losing by a bunch, they do something that's maybe not that dirty, but looks like it. And immediately the ref's gonna flag them for it because they're like, oh, you know, you're trying to be cheap, you're just being a sore loser. But meanwhile, the winning team does that, and you're like, oh, like that's an accident. Obviously, like they don't have any reason to do that. So I mean, I think maybe that's a real thing. I think also refs get their feelings hurt, and I think that's definitely a thing.
A little bit of bias.
I think there's a little bit of natural bias. I think maybe sometimes refs also understand fan bases and have read a lot of ugly comments, and you know, I don't know, I'm just thinking of, especially if I was a ref, spending the night in, I don't know, maybe Philadelphia at a home game against the Cowboys, deep in the postseason, and whoever wins is going to the playoffs, and there's a, you know, potential pass interference call to make against the Eagles. Bro, I've seen those Eagles fans, man. I'm sorry, but I'm not calling that sucker.
Even if they win, they're great.
Oh yeah. What is it? Videos of them literally burning stuff down because they made the playoffs.
It's like, who wants to see, for example, the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Super Bowl?
No one cares. No one cares.
Nobody.
Stinker.
It actually reminds me, 2017 AFC Championship. It's the New England Patriots against Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I mean, that was one of the worst officiated games I have ever seen in my life. Because they lost by like 3. It was disgusting. I mean, they easily should have made the Super Bowl, which that's one of the few for the Patriots back in the day. But man,
But I mean, also you got to think about it, right?
disgusting.
Especially now, football. I mean, there are some greats. Like personally, I think the greatest football player of all time is Tom Brady.
Yes.
But
Yes.
before him, who would you say that your GOAT is before the era of Tom Brady?
It'd have to be Joe Montana. Dan Marino, yeah. Before that, Dan Marino was definitely like the most talented. But a lot of being the best ever, you kind of gotta be lucky too.
You do,
But
but
Dan Marino was on the beater team.
that's fair.
But like same with like Raj. Like if he was in Brady's situation, he would have exceeded what he did. So a lot of it's kind of just luck of the draw in a way,
So hear me out.
and being great, obviously.
Hear me out. When you have a notorious GOAT who's been on the throne for a long time, like a Michael Jordan per se, and you are at the NBA, and I mean, people obviously like the NBA, but there's just not quite as much hype around an NBA game like there is NFL, because there's so many games.
Yeah,
You know? There's not that distance to make the heart grow fonder, as they might say. But as I begin to ponder, I kind of maybe think that, maybe a few calls go here and there to make
America great again.
LeBron, have potentially be in the same running for the GOAT talk as Michael Jordan. That suddenly gives ESPN, talk show heads a little bit more to talk about, the NBA rather than nothing. That gives the money more to the NBA, and that's now better. So everyone kind of wins,
They
right?
talk about what he had for breakfast. They
That's
talk about him.
But think about it. They might not have that if he doesn't get a few calls and they don't make, whatever, Just saying. Maybe, do I think it's Vegas?
Does Vegas know?
Yeah, it's Vegas now. Dude, sometimes it seems like they do. And trust me, when they know stuff, they know stuff. I've seen
You've
them-
never parlayed, obviously, just seeing other people.
Yeah. Like I remember one time, I saw someone was making a parlay, and I was like, hey, can I check something real quick? I go and I check, and like, dude, disc golf is niche, like very, very niche. I go and I check to see because sure enough, for that weekend or whatever, that tournament, they had the odds there, and you could bet. When I tell you, it was people that I had not been in the top 5 in months. They had one player over under 2.5 finishing place. I would have said, give me the over. I'll bet my entire house, family, kids, everything. I mean, I don't have that, but if I did,
He did.
Sure enough, the guy won. He had not won a tournament literally in a good year and a half. And this was his first major on top of that. He has been notorious for choking in majors.
Hey, wait, who's this?
Calvin Heimberg.
Yes.
Yep.
Like he'll win those like elite events.
Mhm.
That, aren't majors, but never wins.
Yeah.
Never
No.
wins majors.
But sure enough, Vegas somehow knew. Mind you, one of the nichest sports of all time. Easily. And especially something like that, so random. You can't really predict.
That's weird.
On a course that had never been played before, too. Yep, that's all I'm saying.
You agree?
Browns punt.
Mm.
That's all I'll say.
Browns punt.
That's all I'll say. If you know, you know.
Hey, what's that one game? Giants against the Patriots. Never seen a kicker hit the ground, man. Never seen a kicker hit the ground.
And the Saints Rams
Oh, man,
oh my
good.
gosh,
championship game.
that was so bad.
Oh, that year the Patriots got bailed out again against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Chiefs were about to win. It was like 3rd and 9. Patriots were deep in their territory. One of the worst roughing the passer calls I've ever seen. Extends the Patriots' drives. They score, take it to overtime.
Winning over.
And then another play, D Ford on the Chiefs was lined up in the neutral zone. Nobody knew except the refs because they threw the flag after the play. Tom Brady throws a game-losing interception. But then they're neutral zone infraction, D Ford. We could have had Chiefs Saints Super Bowl. Drew Brees, young Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my.
Firing offenses. But instead we get Jared Goff and old Tom Brady, 13-3, worst Super Bowl I've ever seen.
Has Jared Goff ever been anything besides like a 75 overall Madden quarterback rating?
Nope.
Yeah,
He's a great system quarterback.
that's what I figured. Is Matthew Stafford a great system quarterback?
Matthew Stafford is more than a system quarterback.
Okay.
He is. I think he's the only quarterback to ever be responsible for 2 receivers winning the Triple Crown, which means he had the most receptions, yards, and touchdowns in the season, and he's done that with 2 different people.
That's pretty good.
Like he's been the quarterback for that.
Yeah, you gotta be more than a system player for that.
All right, well, that's it. Thank you, Mowgli.
This was Mowgli.
Episode 4.
We definitely need a part 2 of Mowgli though.
Hey,
Yeah, we'll,
Also-
We need a part 2.
in like 2030.
shout out the Grape Army merch. If you want some, check in the description.
Sorry
It's
about
the,
Caden, by the way. He had too much Baja Blast.
Yeah, he did. Thanks for coming, Mowgli. Only on the UFO Spotters.
Santa
podcast.
Cruz loves this.